Hello and welcome to the training video for the Cali Grants HRTP grant proposal. So this is what the Cali Grants login page will look like. Note that I am currently in our training site, so this is not the proper link to get to the Cali Grant site. I will provide that link at the end. So first step is to log in. If you already have an account created, go ahead and type in your username and password. Note that your username is your email. If you are not already signed up, go ahead and click on this sign up button in the bottom right hand corner. That will then take you to this register page where you can go ahead and input your information and sign up. You'll get an email with further details on how to create your account. I already have a login, so I'm going to go ahead and input those credentials. Once I click login, it's going to take me to this landing page where you'll see a welcome to Cali Grants. Ask a question, these two big buttons that say CWDB and ETP, and this tab bar at the top which shows home, funding opportunities, applications, and manage users. There are two ways in which you can access funding opportunities. You can either click on funding opportunities, which will take you to all of the Cali Grants funding opportunities, or you can click on the specific program you want to apply to. So I want to apply to the CWDB grant proposal. I will go ahead and click that. It will take me to this page, same as the funding opportunities tab over here. If I were to click on funding opportunities and it took me to all funding opportunities, I can easily switch this by either clicking down on this list view and clicking CWDB, or just by clicking on the program I know I want to apply to. I'm going to go ahead and click on the HRTP. It's going to take me to this informational page. If I scroll down, I can see that there's information, the description. Note that there are these blue links that you can click to take you to additional information. So if I want to learn more about the HRTP RWF program and help resources, I would visit this site. Further down, we have the introduction, the application process, grant features, the history, project goal, grant award and length, and the eligible applicants. If I scroll even further down, I will notice this grant proposals page, which shows me the current proposals that I have, as well as the name, status, requested amount, date created, and who created it. If your grant proposal is moved to an application, you will then see that denoted here. So going to start the grant proposal, I'm going to first click this button. It's going to take me to this page where I need to input my information. Note that there are these help bubbles, so if I hover over this I, it's going to tell me additional information pertaining to that question. I'm going to go ahead and enter some dummy information. Note that this is a conditional question, so saying yes or no will show if this question pops up in your grant proposal. I'll point that out in a moment once we get there. Once again, I'm just inputting random information. Your DUNS number is your 9-digit identifier. Primary contact email. These are all typable fields. Authorized representative. Signature is a typable field. Then we're going to put a date. If you've inputted everything correctly, you can go ahead and click save. Let's say that you made an error. This will not let you save it. So it's going to tell you what required fields must be completed. And you'll know what is a required field based off if it has a red asterisk or not. I'm going to click save. You'll get this green pop-up message to confirm. It will then take you to the grant proposal. If you scroll down, you can see that you have your requested amount. There is a status bar showing you where you are at. Right now, I'm in progress for my grant proposal. I have tabs that show the cover page, narrative, serving participants and documents. I have an acknowledgement. We'll go over that in a moment, as well as the information I just inputted on the previous page. Now let's say I made an error. Oh no, I messed up the address. What I can do is just click on this pencil icon right here. I can put in my correction and click Save. Right away the change will be reflected. Once I'm satisfied with that information, once I've double checked, I'm going to go ahead and go look at this acknowledgement. You have to either disagree or agree to this acknowledgement. If you disagree, you cannot proceed further in the grant proposal. Once you agree to the acknowledgement, then you'll be able to access these different tabs. You'll notice when I have not accepted it, it's going to display this message for me saying that to display the narrative, you must accept the acknowledgement. When I go ahead and click I agree, I'll confirm. I'll get a green pop-up message. So now once I've done that, I can get started. Going to the narrative, you'll notice this message at the top saying there's a 3,000 character limit per narrative question. So note that for each question, there's a 3,000 character limit. Question 1 is going to be a radio button, and I'm going to click what applies to me. One thing I want to mention is that all narrative questions will be required. So the application, it won't let you submit it unless you've completed all of the questions. So for example, if I go to submit grant proposal, it'll give me an error message telling me that I need to fill in those questions. I'm going to go ahead and type in just random information. As I get to question 4, you'll notice that this is a different format of a question. You have your available partner organizations here on the left. If I want to select them, I need to move them to the right. I can do this by clicking what I want and moving it to the right with this right hand arrow right here. It will then put it in my selected side. Once I've selected it, you'll get a question that appears based off what you've chosen. That's going to tell you to describe that. If I decide I don't want this anymore or I accidentally selected it, I can easily just click on it and move it back with this left-hand arrow. If you want to select multiple partner organizations, you can hold down your control button and click what pertains to you. Scrolling down to question 5, I'm going to keep inputting information, just test information. For some of these questions, you'll notice that there is a reference. So this blue link that you can click that can help you better address the question or give you a clue as to what you need to put in there. 7 also has a link, 8 has a link, 9 has a link. 10 is going to be that same question format as above. You're going to pick what you would like, select it. It's going to prompt additional questions. You then need to fill in. And then go into our last question. We're going to fill that in. There are 11 questions, not including these conditional questions, which are denoted as a 0.1, so 10, 10.1, 10.2. Scrolling back to the top. Before I go to the next tab, very important, click this Save button right here. And you'll get this green pop-up message. It's important to always click the Save button so as to not lose your progress. Moving on to serving participants. You'll notice that some of you may have this question, some of you may not. This is all dependent on if you selected this question right here under project information. Since I said yes, it's going to pop up for me. I'm going to go ahead and go to serving participants. One thing I want to know also is that if I click the Save button and I haven't inputted my information, we have another roadblock. It's going to tell you error, please answer all the questions. So all of these different methods just serve to make sure that you filled in all of the fields. Go ahead and input the dummy information. Click Save. Once that is done, I'll get a green pop-up message. I'm going to go to the documents. If I want to attach a document, I will do this by clicking this upload file right here. So I'm going to click upload files. It's going to take me to my desktop documents, I can go ahead and click where I want to get a file from. I'm going to click this one just for an example, this Word document. It doesn't have to be a Word document. It can be a PowerPoint, PDF, JPEG, zip file. Once it is successfully uploaded, you'll get a green check mark. It'll tell you one file uploaded, and you'll go ahead and just click this Done button. If there are more documents that you want to add, you can do this by clicking the New button, putting in the document name, selecting its format, and clicking Save. Now I can upload file just like I did in the previous. There we go, that's uploaded. If I decide I don't want that file anymore, I'm going to click on this trash can icon. And it's going to give me a confirmation message to delete my file. And once this version right here is gone, you'll notice that it has been deleted. If I want to see perhaps what file I've added, I can view it by clicking on the one right here. This will then prompt you to have that downloaded, and then you can view the document that you added. Once you're done filling out all of these tabs, feel free to go ahead and just double check your work. Make sure that you've inputted everything you've needed to input. Note that there is a 3,000 character limit. Make sure that you've said all you needed to say and that your information was not cut off. Once you feel comfortable that you've completed this, go ahead and click on this Submit Grant Proposal button. You'll get a pop-up message saying it's been submitted successfully. And now you'll notice it's been moved to the submitted status. A couple points that I want to make before wrapping up this video is that there is no due date for the grant proposal, and this is a rolling open fund as long as the funds are available. The full application is not accessible to applicants until the grant proposal has been reviewed and they're invited to apply. There will be an error message that comes up if they click the Apply button. So if I click on Apply, it's going to let me know that it has to be approved prior to access to the full application. To view the full solicitation and help resources that are available, you can do this by going back to the funding opportunities, going back to HRTP, and clicking on this Visit the HRTP RWF program page. This will provide you any further resources that you need. As before, if you have any questions, all questions are submitted through the hrtp@cwdb.ca.gov mailbox. I'm going to display that email on the screen here, just so that you know who you can contact for any help needed with your grant proposal. Other than that, that concludes our training, and I wish you all the luck with starting your grant proposal and filling it out. I hope that this video has proved helpful, and please remember to visit this page if you need any further for the full solicitation and help resources, and make sure to email hrtp@cwdb.ca.gov with any questions. Thank you for your time.